Uh-oh! Just, you know, just get close. Get close to him. Or not that close.
Hi everybody, welcome back to
Welcome to Laser Turtle!
Yeah, welcome back to Shadow of the Colossus, where we're in new territory for both of us.
Yeah, I actually don't remember how to beat this big boy, to be honest.
Okay, he can't dive out of the way. Protect me, Argo!
Now...
What?
He's not there. I think you might have to try to lure him somewhere.
Okay.
So, I think you have to lure him onto the geysers, but
yeah.
I may not be right.
That's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. Maybe the gods will give us advice that actually helps. We'll see. Yeah.
I wish I could get out of the way of that.
I think this fight expects you to be on Argo a little more, because I think when you're on Argo and not just kind of slowly meandering towards him, you can get out of the way a little bit better.
Argo!
Argo!
Help me, son!
Help! Help! He had really bad aim there. There's your horse. And he just runs past you.
He wants to get the hell out of here, too.
I don't blame him. Argo! Argo! I was just sort of chilling out.
Yeah. Thank you.
At least you tried to stop him that time.
Sometimes I miss Breath of the Wild. Go! Go!
Oof. Big oof.
I hate this horse. He's never done anything for me.
You know, get him over the geyser. He's really not fooled right now.
No.
I think eventually it'll stop and then he'll walk over and you gotta kind of keep him there.
Okay.
But like I said, oh no, it what does it?
Yeah. What's he do?
Yep, he's kind of fallen over. I think.
Let's try to get him over another one. Ow. I'm almost dead.
So, if you do die, try not falling off Argo once you got him.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Oof. And Argo's like, are you okay?
Yeah, it wasn't your fault at all, Argo. If you just moved when I asked you to, we would have been fine.
Oh, better get on your horse.
Hopefully he moves.
Yeah?
I don't know what I was supposed to do there.
You know?
I couldn't get on him. It takes too long to get on your horse and get him moving.
Yeah.
Go. Go!
He's going now. See? You're fine. It's all good.
Yeah, don't worry about a thing. Three little birds, it's alright.
Shit, what song is that?
Three Little Birds by Bob Marley.
Okay. That would make sense.
Don't Worry, Be Happy is a different song. A lot of people think it's the same song, but it's not.
I mean, they kind of have that same tune to it.
Yeah.
Oofy.
Now, thank God you're immortal, Argo. Go! Go!
I think with the camera controls he's a bit confused because it might sort of see the input as going backwards while you're telling him to go forward with how the camera is.
Yeah, that could be.
Okay, he's doing the thing. I think you gotta be close to him when this happens.
Okay.
And like climb onto something of his.
Let's try getting on his big old... Nope, not that. Not that.
That blows you away.
Yep.
Try.
Get up. Get up. Get up on your feet.
Get out there. Da da da. Or maybe something that's closer to the ground whenever he sort of leans over like that.
Okay.
Tail?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think the tail might be your entry point.
Yeah, since it's on the ground at all times.
Well, not at all times.
Can't grab onto it, looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't remember how to beat this guy.
Yeah, that's alright. Hey, you're on the geyser again. Haha.
What I've planned all. Wait, there's lily bits under his feet.
Yeah, there is.
I think that's something is like when the geysers, when he's trying to stable himself from the geyser, he sort of puts one foot to the side, so.
Try shooting with arrows or something.
See if you can do anything with that.
Alright.
Argo! Or at least try to keep him on this one until it goes off again.
It's gone off on him a few times.
Argo!
Come on!
It's too far away. I don't know.
But he's come for me all the other times I've called for him, no matter the distance.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely gotta like shoot him in the legs.
Let's try the one that's not on the geyser.
Yeah. Ooh, what does that do? Just kind of inconveniences him a little bit.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
Thank you, God.
I think it's on the right path. Maybe something just happened right at that point as well.
Where'd my health bar go?
I think it's because you're at full health and haven't gotten injured that your health bar isn't necessary.
Gotcha. Alright, let's see if the horse will listen.
Go, Argo. Don't you see this is a very important scenario?
Nope, he doesn't care.
He's just got his little horse worries. It's like, where are my oats?
May I have oats?
Brother! Oats.
Support the body of the Colossus. The floating Colossus.
Yeah? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why are you so vague in your wordings, God?
Words in mysterious ways.
Yeah. Can we pause for a sec?
Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to this boss fight. I don't have to say welcome back like that.
No, we don't. It's just gonna have the little screen.
Yeah, my bad. But we paused. We're on the right track. Oh no, he's on the wrong side.
Yep.
Oh, I almost dove right into that.
You know, that's exactly what you want to do in this boss fight.
Yeah.
This one's got a really weird design because it's turtle-like, but the legs are not turtle at all.
No. I'm struggling to think of an animal that does have legs like that. Spiders?
Yeah, it's kind of got insectoid type legs, except it only has 4 instead of 6 to 8. You're not a proper arthropod. Come on.
Only has a one main section on his body. Come on.
Yeah.
I wish that shooting them in the eye did something.
I mean,
because they glow like everything else.
Yeah, I think it's more of just, their eyes seem a lot more armored than the parts that glow. Yeah.
Ooh.
Now the difficult part. Okay, now he's sort of leaning.
Alright, gotta get over here.
What? Oh, he rolled over.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Just, you know, just get close. Get close to him. Or not that close.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Uh-oh, I couldn't get anywhere in a decent amount of time.
Uh-oh. Oh no. So, imagine every game, but it just has that Knuckles voice clip where he goes, oh no!
Yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
Sounds like a good time.
Run, 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 run.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Wanderer Man.
Also, he keeps doing that thing over the geyser. And sure, it turns off when he's on it. I'm gonna die. Oh,
You're fine. You'll be fine.
he has an inch left.
He's got an inch left.
Gotta take it a mile, I suppose.
That's just how life goes. See, this won't hurt you if you don't, land on him.
If he doesn't land on me, you mean?
No, you're the one doing the attacks.
Yeah.
You gotta get yourself in that sort of headspace. I'm the one that's killing him. That's what you need to think.
Okay.
Now you can sort of get the feats.
Alright, gotta shoot both.
Yeah, you gotta shoot both of them. Yeah, I think you need to get a better angle without getting stepped on. Okay.
Alright, that should be both. There we go!
Yeah, and then there's a little bit of a path to get onto his belly.
Alright. On the other side of him?
Yeah, on the... As long as he doesn't manage to get up by the time.
Alright.
I don't think it's by the legs, I think it's...
Right there?
Yeah. And there we go. Woo! And now you gotta just kind of get up there.
Get up, get up.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I wonder how long he'll be turned over. Probably not for a terribly long time.
Where is it?
Don't know.
The sword's out.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you had your bow out.
Nah, I switched it when I was running up.
Okay. It might be somewhere on his actual back. Just, you gotta get on the belly to climb on him? I don't know. I don't know where it is. Okay, so now he's turning over. So we don't... Ooh.
Thank you, physics.
Yeah. When physics help you. Try getting on his head.
Yeah, that's where most of them are.
Yeah.
Stop shaking! Stop shaking!
Trying to get you out of there. Yep, there's one on his head. What if it only took like one stab to get this guy dead?
Oh yeah, it's because he spent all of his points in armor, not health.
Yeah.
Classic mistake.
There are pretty much animals like that.
Insects?
Yeah. Even though, yeah. Well, I guess it's because we're humans and really big, but their armor's not terribly effective.
Yeah. For their size, it's incredibly effective.
But also, some of the sacrifices they had to make, like the way they breathe, is kind of silly.
Yeah, they didn't have to do that. They just thought, yeah, breathe through my armor. It's literally a part of me. I'd be a fool to not spend points on that.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, remember, spend your points wisely.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't have to go all in on one thing.
I think he really does just have the 1 weak point.
Okay.
That's not that bad at all, then.
Nah. Can't believe we made it look like it was this hard.
Eh? Probably because, looking back, it kind of looked like he got both of them, but that second foot that's on the geyser, it's a bit tricky to get.
Yeah. It's got the armor around it. I also don't think I actually shot at it in retrospect.
I think you gave it a good old one shot, and then you're like, nah, let's get the other foot.
Okay.
Good old fashioned try.
Yeah, the good old college try. Which I don't know why I say that all the time. I don't even understand what the difference between a college try and a regular try is.
Well, you see, with the college try, it puts you a few $1 million in debt.
That explains it. That explains all my debt.
Yeah, you should stop giving it college tries. I think, a high school try, or hell, even a GED try.
A GED is only a few $100s.
But it takes a bit less time.
Yeah.
See, it was easy. Not a problem at all.
It actually was pretty easy. If we just fucked around for a little bit longer and weren't under pressure of recording, I feel like we could have done that one a lot easier than the other ones.
Oh shit, I broke my pop socket.
Oh, nice.
That's the wrong response.
Hell yeah, up top.
Still the wrong response.
I'm so sorry, man.
I feel like that's a little overdramatic as well. That's also a little...
pop socket.
Perfect. That's the reaction I wanted.
Alright.
Alright, now cut. You're fired. Sorry.
Damn it. I knew this wasn't gonna work out. Showed up late on my first day. through an entire day of work once.
that was a fun time. If just so then the audience gets the joke, there was a time that we planned on recording, and I texted like, "Hey, you want to hang out and do some recording?" And I got a response at like 11 at night. Like,
Yep.
I just woke up.
Because I don't know what's wrong with me, but lately I've been going through periods where I sleep for days at a time. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like last night, I went to bed at 10, and I woke up at noon.
Oof. Yeah, that's not good at all.
No, it's not. I really wish it would stop.
Then again, I actually usually sleep in pretty... Oh, I went to bed at like 5 and woke up at 3 this morning, so...
Yeah, like, that's understandable. If you go to bed late, it makes sense to wake up late. But I've been going to bed early at decent times and still waking up stupid late. I went to bed at 3 in the afternoon 2 days ago, and I woke up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happens. Like, if you go to... Well, usually people take naps at 3 in the afternoon and not go to bed.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, and I woke up. I'm just like, nope. I'm not gonna be functional.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just tell sometimes, you know?
I mean, sometimes I have to stay in bed a little bit longer. Also, if my voice sounds further away, it's because I'm rubbing my head, because I have a massive headache right now.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. You're not the headache. I'm just saying I genuinely have a headache that's kind of come out of nowhere.
I gotcha. I know how that is.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not a migraine.
Yeah.
Just a headache.
This doesn't help, but I have Excedrin at my house. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
But I've run out of my emergency medicine, and I forgot what it's called, so I haven't gotten it refilled in a couple of months.
That sounds irresponsible.
I can't argue otherwise.
You know, that's probably something you should do. Maybe that's why you're sleeping so much.
I'm not supposed to take my emergency medicine unless I absolutely have to.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's fair. Are you remembering to take your preventative medicine? Because that's another issue you have.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
There was 2 days where I was out of it and I didn't have time to go to the city.
But,
I went to the city for Mother's Day and I got some then. So I only had to deal with migraines for 2 days. And we weren't recording on any of those days, so it worked out.
Worked out. We haven't recorded in a good bit.
We have.
Just sort of, well, we tried recording a few days, but things came up.
Yeah, like, we recently got a new fancy monitor for our setup. So that way, when I'm finishing up thumbnails and when Matt's editing, we can have stuff up on another screen. So that way we don't have to constantly swap them around. And that ended up taking a day.
Yep, a full day. We didn't even get to play with our new audio software either that day.
No. So we're still recording the old way, which hopefully, it's not that bad on this one.
No, it's not that bad. Like, I think we sound pretty good. But hopefully, once we get our new editing, or not editing, we're using the same editing software. Once we get the new audio, we'll sound a bit better.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Although, you guys might already be experiencing the better sound because we should be done with Mortal Kombat by this point, upload-wise, and then it'll be starting on my next project, which, in case we're not done with Mortal Kombat, I'll leave as vague. But my next project's going to be probably the first upload that has the new audio.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how we sound.
Like, it shouldn't sound too different, but a lot of the fixes, which have kind of been less necessary since changing our mic placement. But, who knows?
Just to talk shop for a little bit.
Just to talk shop for a little bit. You know, let the audience peek behind the veil.
Do not look at the man behind the curtain.
Are we Oz now?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite lines from The Wizard of Oz, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, does the boy just like, there's a man back there, don't look at the man behind the curtain?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so hilarious to me.
hmm Wizard of Oz is kind of an odd movie. Like, how many spin-offs there are of it? Because, you know, the original, it's classic. It's one of the first movies in color.
Mm-hmm. Part of it.
Part of it, you know, once again to Oz. Kansas doesn't deserve color. I've been there. Actually, yeah, I have been to Kansas. But I'm trying to remember, because, like, Kansas City is sort of like Sioux City, where Sioux City's, like, in 3 different states.
Sioux City's not,
Yeah?
but there's South Sioux and
North Sioux.
yeah, and those are technically different cities.
Yeah,
But it's not Kansas City. That's literally in Missouri and Kansas.
You're right, it is Missouri. Because I mostly go to Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas City, Kansas.
Gotcha.
Also, fuck people who say that North Sioux, South Sioux, well, at least South Sioux and Sioux City are different cities, because they are literally only separated by a bridge.
I mean, it's true, but they are different cities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, South Sioux is on their driver's license.
Nah.
Yeah, I've been to both Kansas cities about 12 times in one day.
Just had to drive back and forth a lot.
We couldn't find our hotel
Mm-hmm.
because it didn't say which state it was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just said blah blah blah, Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the worst thing you could ever do. And I think Google Maps wasn't on phones at this point,
Mm-hmm.
or it was at a point where people didn't trust it just yet.
Okay. Which I don't, like, I would think it's probably the former rather than the latter, because I don't know why people wouldn't trust Google Maps.
Yeah.
Because I think really it's just that smartphone technology had advanced. I think there might have been a part where we had smartphones, but data plans weren't really a thing.
Yeah. And so it wasn't worth pulling out a navigator,
Yeah.
because it would just mean overage charges.
Yeah.
Which, as someone who worked for a few cell phone companies for a long time, overage charges are just a way to steal money from you. If you can do anything to avoid overage charges, do them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand you get a good price on your plan, and if you don't use that much data, that's fine, but if there's ever a risk for it, try to find a way around it.
Yeah.
When I worked for the company that I worked for,
Hmm.
I actually got into a lot of trouble because I found a way to save people a lot of money on overage charges as long as they hadn't gone over yet.
Hmm.
And what I would do is, if they had like 3 days left on their plan, I'd send them to a 5 gigabyte plan. And then as soon as those 3 days were up, I'd put them back on their plan so they didn't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes they got money back.
So was that the time you worked at the call center or the actual storefront?
Call center.
Gotcha. I think you do have to go through that cave.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They didn't come and tell me directly, just like, hey, you gotta stop that.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a big old meeting where they were talking to everyone, just like, now somebody's been doing this. It's me. I've been doing it.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
And the funny thing is, I was getting kudos calls like none other.
Mm-hmm. If you ever considered working at a call center, don't. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I worked at a call center for a while as well. Not a cell phone provider, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say who I worked for.
You worked for a money exchange service.
Yeah, I worked for a money exchange service, a reputable one, so don't worry about that. It's still terrible. I did not have a good experience.
No. It's really hard to have a good experience in a call center.
I think you're pretty close to the Colossus, so, want to take a break?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright. Bye!